I don't think that this incident is the only incident. I don't even think that there's a whole lot of other incidents that people don't want to speak on because he has a brother named Derard that speaks on him using the gun. Now I want to get into that and elaborate on that. Now this is charge number 1 that he used a gun. Okay, now we're finna see if he used a gun on charge number 2. His own brother is speaking in this book right here, and the book is called I Am Raymond Washington. And I wonder, and I was always wondering, why do they call this book I Am Raymond Washington? Do anybody have an idea why they call this book I Am Raymond Washington? When I read this and found out why they named this title, I Am Raymond Washington, I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of mad a little bit. Then I said, okay, I can't be mad at this. I might as well make a joke out of it. And this is what I read in I Am Raymond Washington by his older brother.
All right, what page are we on?
We on page 90.
Go for it.
Derard, Raymond's brother, went quiet for a moment as he started to tell me about a party Raymond had attended in Inglewood. He said a cousin of mine was at a house party one night in Inglewood, and after the party had been going on for a couple of hours, he told me that Raymond showed up and quietly stood in the doorway. A few moments passed, and the party became eerie quiet. Everyone in Inglewood knew who Raymond Washington was and of his reputation. No one knew what to expect. Raymond was dressed down in typical Crip attire, looking sharp, checking the crowd to make sure that he had everyone's attention while he stood silently waiting. Finally, seeing that he had everyone's attention at the party, he started to speak. According to his brother Derard, he said, I am Raymond Washington. He paused and then said, and these are the Crips. Raymond then held both hands just above shoulder level and snapped his finger. One hand pointed to the left and the other to the right. Simultaneously, the Crips entered the party single file on either the left or the right side of Raymond as he was continued to stand in the doorway. From that point on, the party belonged to the Crips. People who were present were greeted by Stanley Williams pointing a shotgun at their head while the Crips robbed them. Raymond Rome was present at the party and provided an eyewitness account of the incident. He said that Williams pointed the shotgun at him until Raymond recognized him. Raymond told Williams, no, give him a pass and let him go. He is my cousin. Williams moved onto the next guy, and Rome escaped unharmed. This was in 1971, and the Crips were just 2 years old. Notice the use of guns already very present, which is in direct conflict to others' report, claiming Raymond did not want the Crips using guns. Contradiction, my brother. His own brother said that he was robbing people, him and Tookie, putting guns to people's head. But yet y'all still want to compare him to Ray Boyce, the man who never used a gun, the man who believed that you was a buster if you used a gun. You know, so my whole point that I'm trying to make is this: stop comparing my homeboy to people who use guns. If you're gonna say he didn't use a gun, make sure you do your research, and then you can say he didn't use a gun. But Ray Boyce, I want to tell you, my brother, you know what I'm saying? He was so gifted, brother, that even LB himself just recently told me that Ray Boyce was one of the hardest, or the hardest, that came through YTS. And I believe that for the simple fact, because you know what, man? Hey, the brother's a Mike Tyson, man, before there was a Mike Tyson. He's undefeated, man. That's why the Crips surround him. If you read your book, you'll find out the Crips surround him and tried to jump him if he would have fought Bulldog. Wasn't nobody going to give him a head-up fight, man. No, there wasn't, for the simple fact because they knew he was untouchable. So therefore, I rest my case on dealing with the book, dealing with the gunplay. Now, me personally, I use guns. and I fight people. But I'm not going to get up here and tell you I never used a gun on nobody, and I know I used a gun on somebody. My point, what I really want to do, man, or what I want people to really do, if you're going to tell the truth, tell the whole truth, my brother. You know, tell the whole truth. Ray Boyce went inside a grocery store with 2 original bounty hunters. They gave him a pistol, and they told Ray, the security guard, we want you to keep an eye on him while we rob the place, but you keep an eye on the security guard. As they pulled out their guns and started robbing the grocery store, Ray Boyce wouldn't even pull his gun out on the security or nothing. And they still paid him after the fact because they knew that he wasn't into that, but I guess they wanted to test him anyway. And he failed. He failed all the way because that's Ray Boyce. He don't use guns. It's not in his system. It's not in his DNA. He's a fighter, man, and that's all he does is fight. He knocks people out. That's what he does for a living. He don't kill people. Ray never killed nobody. Ray never shot nobody. Ray never stabbed nobody, but Ray will knock you out cold with one punch, and that's how he got his reputation. Now, I can't speak on Raymond dealing with his fighting skills, but I do know from what the books tell me that he will kill you, he will shoot you, he will destroy your physical body. A real banger, man.
So actually, I think if we can match OGs up together, even though you have concrete evidence of Raymond Washington using a pistol in the past and drawing down on people, I don't think that takes away from his squabble skills that everyone else always talks about. Everyone always says that Raymond, for those who knew Raymond personally, he had some of the best squabble skills for a lot of people that knew him personally. So what would it have been like if you had a Raymond Washington and a Ray Boyce doing a celebrity boxing at their peak because they were basically the same age? Raymond was born in 1953, Ray Boyce was born in 1954. You get both these guys together, you have a nice battle, don't you?
Well, it all depends on who you ask.
Now, you might be a little biased.
It might depend on who you ask.
Yeah.
I tell you this right now, because I know people that's watching right now, they're saying, Frog is tripping. Why is he tripping on Raymond? Why is he tripping on Raymond? Okay, let me tell you why.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.